Good morning. My name is Jen Smith, and I'm the program director for Grow New York, an innovative business competition that focuses on growing and strengthening the food and ag cluster in New York State. This transformative business competition, which is in its second year, is known to attract high-growth food and agriculture startups from around the globe to compete for a $1 million grand prize. Applicants can apply from anywhere in the world. Economic development initiatives such as the Grow New York competition have a critical role to play in attracting and supporting entrepreneurs, which in turn will help move New York forward as we move out of this pandemic crisis. Winners of the Grow New York competition commit to creating new jobs, manufacturing, and R&D right here in the Grow New York region. One of the outcomes of the pandemic has been a heightened awareness of the challenges and limitations of our current models of agriculture and food production. A light has been shown on the need for innovation in how we grow, make, store, move, and sell food. And the Grow New York competition is positioned to nurture that innovation, to attract fresh ideas to the region, and to help the industry move forward. Last month, New York State and Cornell University announced that the application window of the 2020 Grow New York Business Competition is open for submissions, and we're excited for the competition to begin. Last year, we reviewed close to 200 applications from around the world, and more than 900 attendees joined us at the live pitch event at the Grow New York Summit in Rochester. This year, the competition will occur on November 17th and 18th. And we're currently planning to complement the live pitches with networking opportunities and important conversations about agriculture and food production in the region. Because we are and will remain in total adherence with New York State's safety guidelines, changes over the next few months may require us to adapt our plans. Changes to our plans may affect our ability to invite a live audience to the competition or convene a large number of participants at the Grow New York Summit. This press briefing itself is an example of the agility with which we're approaching our activities. We can adjust our activities to ensure that they are successful while also being safe. We're thrilled to have Syracuse host, as this market, with its mix of urban center and productive farmland and abundant resources to help startup businesses grow, Central New York is a great example of the thriving Grow New York region. To help get you up to speed on the competition and what this means for Syracuse, New York State, and startups everywhere, we're going to take a few minutes and talk to some of the winners from 2019 to find out what they've been up to since last November, and follow up with some of our key advisors and stakeholders, including Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul, State Senator Rachel May, and Onondaga County Executive Ryan McMahon. Let's start with our grand prize $1 million winner from 2019, Dan Wise and Aaliyah Lekong of Real Eats America. Real Eats is an innovative food tech company that develops products to make it simpler for people to enjoy the benefits of real food. The company's first product innovation is a highly successful line of healthy, hyper-convenient, chef-prepared meals. Dan, what was your initial idea and why did you start the company?
I started the company because I was a busy single father, challenged to find a way to make my kids healthy, real food. And every day, sometime around 4 o'clock, I found myself in the position that I had to choose between healthy and easy. And unfortunately, many times over, I chose easy and felt that it was the type of situation I wanted to get away from. I wanted to start feeding my kids healthier food instead of getting restaurant delivery, instead of choosing unhealthier options. And ultimately, I got very lucky with Real Eats because I found a product that made a whole lot of sense for us and we turned it into a business.
Aaliyah, how are you bringing food and ag innovation to New York State?
The way that we're bringing food and ag innovation to New York State is, one, by basing our facility there. We employ upwards of 50, and now I know that number has raised up so much because of having temporary work during this COVID crisis. But we employ a lot of people up there in a facility in New York State. We're really supporting the ecosystem and the farms that are around us. And we're also delivering food to the centers of concern. So we've created a nice system up there of production and distribution that is lock in step with New York State.
What was the process of Grow New York like?
Well, we heard about the competition, I think, originally through the New York State Center of Excellence for Food and Agriculture. They recommended that we participate in it. And so we went ahead and filled out the application. And then we worked really, really hard to on our presentation and what we were going to say at that presentation. We hadn't done that as a company before. I found that Aaliyah and I worked really well together, but also really well with Eric Mosdy, who was our, what was he again to us?
Mentor.
He was our mentor, yeah, and our coach for this thing. And so the whole mentor program was like phenomenal. He really helped to fine tune that presentation. And then we got up on stage and we talked about our business. We said, this is what we've done. This is where we hope to go. And that we would really love the help of upstate New York to be able to achieve some of these goals. And I guess we were really fortunate among some pretty heavy competition to have won. I was surprised, in some respects, because what people were talking about up there was quite phenomenal. There's a ton of innovation in upstate New York. And it's so important. I love to see this innovation in food and ag coming from a food and ag region. It just makes a whole lot of sense.
Aaliyah, what impact have you noticed following winning Grow New York?
What I think is great is that Grow New York is an incredible platform for so many businesses, and us included. I think it was so well received, and I received so much feedback just being part of the competition, the fact that we won. I really think that Grow is sort of poised to become kind of that check mark of sorts for many of the businesses in the region, or businesses that want to invest in the region, to really promote them. So I think it's been great from that perspective.
And now let's talk with Michelle Little of the Perfect Granola. Michelle started the Perfect Granola as a mission-based company and crafts locally sourced granola for New York schools while giving back to the community. Michelle, could you tell us a little bit about you and your company?
We're a mission-based company, so everything that we do supports the communities we serve. We share our profits with homeless shelters, outreach centers, and food banks. We also set up student programs for at-risk youth to teach them ways around poverty and teach them sales and marketing and customer service so they can hopefully find livable wage jobs and break the poverty cycle. We're also producing a single-serve, allergy-free blend of granolas right at FoodLink, which is our local Feeding America food bank, to create sustainable revenue for the organization and also to expand their workforce development training program. So everything that we do as a company is based around mission and making sure that we can feed people across the U.S. and also create ways to get people out of poverty.
What makes the Grow New York region the right place to grow your business?
The Grow New York region is perfect. I mean, it offers the ingredients that we need. We have an oat farm that grows a specially formulated oat for us and dehulls it and rolls it for us. We also use our apples in this area in our apple cinnamon blend, and really just the sense of community. In upstate New York and in the Grow New York region, there's really this sense of entrepreneurship. There's so many new startup businesses and so many avenues and places to reach out to as a young entrepreneur in a new startup company, making this region the best place to start and grow a business. There's so many resources and so many people that really want to help. And as these small businesses grow and produce jobs and create new revenue streams and new industries, it just brings the entire region up.
What would you tell potential applicants about Grow New York?
I would tell potential applicants to go for it. Apply, put your best foot forward. Really, there's no losers here. I mean, every inch of the way there is support and help and mentorship, and whether you win or not, you still get to go through this program, you still get to work with a mentor, and being a finalist in this competition means something for your company. Like I said, whether you're an award winner or not, you're going to get something out of this, and it's just a great way to get ready to scale and grow your company here in the Grow New York region.
Let's also hear from Adam Fine of Dropcopter. Dropcopter deploys drones to perform aerial pollination of crops. This method helps growers improve farming efficiency, reduce waste, and drive healthy crop growth. Adam, why did you start the company?
So Dropcopter started as a different drone-centric startup idea to deliver food and beverages on golf courses. And back in 2012, it was kind of a big, burgeoning Wild West environment for drones. And that kind of continued until the FAA banned drone deliveries. And right about that time, I met my other co-founder, Matt Cobal, who's a farmer, and he suggested that we go and we talk to his friends that were almond growers in California to see what uses there could be for drones in agriculture. And they all expressed there was a big need for pollination, that pollination was getting more expensive, bees were harder to find. And so we set about turning my delivery system drone into a pollination drone. And about 4 months later, we had a working prototype, and we spent the next 3 years refining the techniques and methods and researching how it worked.
How did participating in Grow New York inspire you?
Grow New York was kind of a pressure cooker to hone our presentation skills and networking skills. We had a pretty tall order to compete with, I think, 20 other teams initially and come out on top. So it was really the inspiration to hone the pitch, really come in with a direct message that we wanted to convey, and crafting that with our mentor was the main focus.
Aside from the cash prize, how did the business development phase benefit Dropcopter?
The network through Grow New York to Cornell specifically was instrumental for us. We've been trying to work on project with Cornell for a long time since we came to Syracuse, and bridging that gap has always been difficult to get the research we wanted to do started. Like we've done some independent research ourselves, but getting the work with Cornell has always been kind of the key to unlocking the industries we work in. So now we're doing that. And that was a big part of what we wanted to get out of Grow New York.
It's so fabulous to hear from these winners. A big thank you to Real Eats, the Perfect Granola, and Dropcopter for joining us today for this virtual get-together. They've been hard at work since last November, and we're grateful for the contributions they've made to the Grow New York region. Next, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul, County Executive Ryan McMahon, and New York State Senator Rachel May share some remarks on what this global competition means for the Grow New York region.
Hi, I'm New York State Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul. Now more than ever before, New Yorkers and all Americans truly appreciate the food in the grocery stores and on their tables. And we're very proud that New York State is one of the most significant agricultural states in the nation, and we know how critical food and ag is to our economy. And that's why one of my favorite programs is known as Grow New York, a global competition designed to strengthen these economies throughout the Finger Lakes, the Southern Tier, and Central New York. By investing in startups and innovation, we can enhance these food supplies and job creation, both critical elements to restarting our economy. Once again, we're relaunching the Grow New York competition, and I can't wait to see the winners and congratulate them when we meet again in Syracuse in November. Let the games begin.
Hi, I'm Senator Rachel May. I'm excited to help kick off the Grow New York competition. My district in Central New York is home to agriculture, great colleges and universities, and a lot of creative entrepreneurs. As chair of the Commission on Rural Resources, I've seen the many challenges our farms and food distributors face, and the need for innovative ideas to keep our food supply safe and affordable, and to connect our rural communities with each other and with urban markets. I look forward to watching the competition unfold and welcoming the Grow New York Summit to Syracuse in November.
Hello, I'm Onondaga County Executive Ryan McMahon, and we're thrilled to be hosting this year's global conference with Grow New York. It allows us to really focus in on Onondaga County and Central New York's proud history in agriculture and food processing. It allows us to look at the new tech startups and the innovation going on from food and agricultural companies to growers and producers. And what a better industry to focus in on how we respond to this pandemic moving forward with COVID-19. So we're excited about hosting this, we're excited about seeing the innovation that comes from this, and we're excited about growing our ag industry here in Onondaga County.
Thank you to you all. As always, we're appreciative of the support you offer the food and ag ecosystem and the Grow New York competition. We're truly in an unprecedented time, and it's more important than ever to continue economic development programs like the Grow New York competition that further fuel a rapidly growing ecosystem. So before we wrap up, let's review the important details. Applications will be accepted through July 15th. In August, we select the finalists, up to 20, and each one will be paired with a business mentor to help get them acquainted to the area, the resources, and the business possibilities. The final pitches will occur November 17th and 18th. As of today, we're planning to feature the pitches at the Grow New York Summit at the On Center in Syracuse, along with a symposium of enriching panel conversations and an exhibit hall showcasing food and ag innovation and the resources that help startups thrive. We're also planning an award ceremony as our grand finale, where we'll be giving out a combined total of $3 million in prize money. If you're interested, I encourage you to find out more at grow-ny.com. Thank you for spending your time with me today. And applicants, I wish you the best of luck.